Okay, everyone, time to time warp, because right now we're in the battle company. Now, this actually happened in the middle of episode 15, but because there's like 15 minutes of trainer battles in here, I'm putting it in its own episode. So this is episode 16, but it's kind of, you know... Anyway, so this guy gets woken up every morning with wake up slap. What a great way to wake up. It's the best part of waking up is wake up slap in your face. In the battle company, there are 2 different floors you can go to other than the first one. Floor 47, which only has trainers on it, and floor 55, which has what you really want there. You might actually prefer going to floor 55 first, because the ultimate goal of the battle company is to pick up the experience share. This makes training your Pokemon very easy when you're trying to train up a new one, because it will split the experience that you get, as if it were actually sent out in the fight. That's very handy for training up some of your weaker Pokemon. So anyhow, this person here sends out a Herdier, and they're still such a pain, so I'm just gonna switch to Judo Mario right away, my throw. And I got lucky on that first takedown. He didn't do anything. Totally missed me. Now I'm gonna hit it with Vital Throw. Yeah! Take that, Ingrid! Aren't you being too hard on me? No, that's what your boss is for. Come on. I'm just a kid. Okay, switch something around really quick here, because I don't need to train Marriland anymore. My Dewott. I'm pleased to meet you. Please allow me to introduce you to my Pokemon. Well, gee, aren't you courteous? I'll be pleased to, defeat you in a battle, Clerk Clemens. And your Timber! Alright, Judo Mario, see what's going on here. Really shake this thing up! Oh yeah, it's gonna bide? Really? You think you're gonna go with that? No way. Not a chance. Oh wow. Okay, so that didn't quite take it out, but big deal. Still very darn good. Okay, there we go. Now we're taking it out. You can go ahead and bite all day. It still takes me only 2 hits to take you out. Had the honor of meeting your Pokemon. You are way too polite. You were like sent to polite school or something, buddy. Okay, over here. I'm better at Pokemon battles than I am at work. Hey, you know what? Me too. So let's battle it out then, Clerk Alberta. Not to be confused with, you know, Canadian province Alberta. Never mind. Props to all you Canadian viewers here. You have your own clerk. Alright, anyway. We're gonna send out Hope, my Tranquil. And we're gonna laugh as that Mega Drain does virtually nothing. I'm gonna now own this thing with Air Cutter. And hope for that critical hit, which I did not get, but it didn't matter, so, you know, it's all good. And you're also gonna send out a Cottony. Ah, it's a Cottony. Okay, well, perfect, because I've already got the bird out. And it just air cuttered the heck out of that Cottony. I'm good at Pokemon, but I still lost. Man, no promotion for you. Okay, what do we got over here? We have a Revive. Excellent. Can't get enough of those. Just because I'm a scientist, people think I'm so serious. You serious business? Is that so? Man. Well, I want to see if you can be even just half as serious as I am. With a Roggenrola? Roggenrola. Alright, but I got a Judo Mario, my throw over here. So we're gonna take that thing out like it's going out of style. Yeah. Okay, so you start the fight with an X special defense for reasons beyond my comprehension. I'm using Rock Smash for that first hit because, guess what? It has Sturdy, so it doesn't really matter what I do. And I figure, hey, you know what? Maybe that defense lowering chance will come in handy. You never know. Plus, it also will make me go first. Revenge, eh? I like revenge. That's a dish best served warm and hot. So I'm definitely gonna put Revenge on this. Revenge is a great move for your throw because it hits so hard. Shocking! No way! I lost! What? It's a great move for your throw because it's slow anyway, and it'll probably be hit in the process, and it can take a hit. So it might as well hit with 120 power if you're damaged. Okay, so Clerk Warren over here, he's got a Basculin. A Basculin! That thing is pretty gnarly looking, but it's level 17, and you'll be surprised how much experience it gives you. Man, these things, they give a lot of experience, at least more than you'd think. So, I mean, it's not quite Audino level, but it's still not too shabby. So I'm gonna Revenge, because I love revenge. And, yeah, he actually has 3 Basculin on his team, if I recall correctly. And that's fine. They're not very difficult. You know, they hit, but they're not too tough or anything. Oh, that one's blue. There are different Basculin. In one version, they're rarer than the other. I can never keep them straight. They're not really that great of a Pokemon. But just don't freak out if you see one is red and one is blue. One's a blue stripe Basculin, the other's a red stripe Basculin. And you can get both on both versions, but, you know, one's a little easier to find on one version than it is the other. And I'd be darned if I could remember which. Always mess it up, but you don't really need to worry about it. Shouldn't be top of your priority list. What should be top of your priority list is the amount of experience you're getting from these things. So that's a good thing. Now, if you happen to pick up the amulet coin first, which you get, I show you how to get that in episode 15. And you can have that. What an impressive greeting. That was a great Pokemon battle. That will double the amount of money you get from these guys. So that might actually be a really good option. Because you're gonna... Oh, talk to this guy. He'll give you the scope lens. What this does is this raises the critical hit rate of that Pokemon. That's actually kind of nice. What you can do is you can give that to your Pidove or Tranquil with Super Luck, and it'll really have a lot of critical hit chances. And this guy here gives you some Quick Balls and some Timer Balls. Quick Balls have 4 times the normal catch rate if you use it on the first turn of the battle. Otherwise, it's just like a Pokeball. Whereas Timer Balls, the later on into the fight it goes, the higher its catch rate is, but it takes 40 turns before it's 4 times as effective as a normal Pokeball. My work is a Pokemon battle! Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Let's put you to work then, Ivan! Get off your cell phone for a moment here, or your mobile, or whatever you want to call it, depending on where you are in the world. And, we're gonna take out your Woobat. Except not with Judo Mario, because, man, I tell you, Psychic and Flying, those are 2 things this throw does not like. So I'm gonna switch to Dewalt here, Marriland, my Dewalt. And it's gonna use Imprison, which basically prevents me from using any moves that it knows. Big deal. I don't think I was gonna have my Dewalt use Gust anyway. Okay, there we go. Today's work didn't go well. Yeah, well, that's what you get for using a Woobat. Okay, just a few more trainers here. I'm gonna switch something around really quick here. Alright, there we go. Hey, you. Found a wonderful trainer. I will research you immediately. Oh, snap. Are you gonna put me in like one of those tubes or something? Are you gonna splice open my brain, Samantha? You've got a Muna on your team. What is that gonna do to me, huh? Well, we shall find out. Oh, it's got Forewarn. It's aware of my air cutter. And I tell you, with the scope lens on that thing, oh, it becomes really... You get a lot of critical hits with that. That is the strategy behind Pidove, Tranquil, Unpheasant. But it's just, since air cutter, since it's a special-based attack, and, you know, it has higher attack than it does special attack, doesn't really make sense. I would have loved to see the whole Unpheasant line have higher special attack. That would have been cool on a bird. But it's still, for in-game purposes, you can have some fun with it. It's not the greatest strategy in the world, but I kind of like this Tranquil right now. It's getting the job done. I might replace it later. I know I get a lot of questions asking, why are you using a Tranquil or a Pidove? You said it's awful. Yeah, but, you know, You want to have some fun with stuff. You played through the game 5 times like I have. This is my 5th playthrough. You get bored using the same things. So that's why I've tried to use entirely different Pokemon with each and every playthrough. That way I can have a really good idea of just how bad something is or just how great it is. I recommend you try that too, because just because you hear something is bad, you might be surprised when you actually use it. Okay, so putting that aside, now you can see Hope did not do so well. Oh well, that Muna was a little tough. Oh, an unfamiliar face! Oh my, your face. It's unfamiliar. Actually, Steve, it looks just like the other scientist I took out earlier, the serious one. Except he wasn't quite as serious as you, Steve. And you got a Sewaddle on your team. I don't like that. That makes Marriland mad, and that's really just a slap in the face because I had my bird knocked out, my Tranquil. And I would have just loved to play with this Sewaddle. Oh well, that's what it gets for not being strong enough to take down a Muna. Jeez, come on. Oh well. Gotta let it play every now and then. Okay, Sewaddle down. You're gone, Steve. Okay. Who else we got in here? Okay, so we're almost at the end. Almost. There's only 2 people left here. I was about to take a break. Then I met you. Oh yeah? What does that mean? Am I one of those annoying people that comes in right when you're about to take a break? Oh wow, you have a new sprite. You look like you mean business there, Clerk Wade. And, you know, whenever someone has 3 Pokeballs on their team and one of them is an elemental monkey, I'll give you a hint, the other 2 probably are as well. So let's find out if there's any truth to that theory. After I gain a level, of course. And, cool. Oh, yep, Hand Sage, what did I tell you? Called it, called it. Okay, so gonna switch here because I don't really want to have to take that thing out. I'm really kicking myself because my bird is knocked out. Grr. But, oh well. My throw will do just fine. He needs some experience anyway. Oh, Fairy Swipes, come on. What is this? Okay, only 2 times. Wow, cool. That, like, never happens to me. I'm gonna get revenge on you. I will avenge you, my bird. My poor feathered friend. Okay, Panpour. You know, I think Judo Mario here is still a plenty good pick. Bite? Really? That did like nothing. I'm gonna get on case for that, bud. Time for some revenge! Boom! 120 power. That makes Judo Mario so good early on. This encounter was a good one. For you! Oh yeah, it was. It was great. Oh, you're the Pokemon trainer I met in the entrance. Oh, the chairman. Wow, I am the one! I accept your challenge. This guy's the chairman, yo. He just looked like a janitor. He's got a big old goofy grin. Janitor Jeff. Oh, look at that grin. It's so goofy. Okay, but he is the chairman of the battle company. So, what a twist. Too bad he only has a Trubbish level 20. Which, granted, is one Pokemon you have not seen yet. Unless you've traded or something. Because it's obtainable starting on Route 5 and 16. So basically when you get to Nimbasa City you can get one. That's still a ways off though. Actually his other Pokemon, because he has 2. His other Pokemon is another one you get later on in Nimbasa City. It's a Minccino! And this thing is adorable. Although you have seen it earlier on in the game. Do you remember when? That's right! Professor Juniper had one. But now you actually have to battle one. It's so adorable, but, you know, you still gotta take it out, no less. It's level 20. It hits moderately hard, not that bad, but, you know, one revenge and boom, it's gone. Okay, yeah. Wow, you really cleaned up. Yeah, Shunny, you really did. Disguise myself as a janitor because I like to know what kinds of trainers come here. I have a good time battling you. Here, token of my self-esteem or token of my gratitude or whatever. There it is, the experience share. And this thing is an excellent item to use for training up your Pokemon. Don't forget to pick up that Hyper Potion on your way out, though, because that's a good potion for this time of the game. You probably won't need it, but whatever. Yeah, the experience share is great for training. Definitely keep it in mind whenever you want to train new Pokemon up. You want to give them some levels. They're not quite working just yet, but you know, you can just give them a little bit of time. Anyway, we are going to explore the rest of Castelia City on episode 17, which picks up where 15 left off. I know, so confusing.